It starts small, a little less enthusiasm in the morning, a bit more coffee to get through the afternoon, a feeling of dread on Sunday evening that you can't quite shake. You tell yourself it's just a busy season, that things will calm down after the next deadline. But the deadline passes and the weight only gets heavier. This isn't just tiredness that a good night's sleep can fix. This is burnout, a profound state of physical, emotional, and mental exhaustion caused by prolonged stress. But here is the irony. Burnout often hits the most dedicated, passionate, and high-achieving employees the hardest. It's the burning of a fire that once had a purpose. To understand burnout, we have to look past the empty coffee cups and late-night emails. We have to look at the psychological contracts we sign with ourselves and why we've allowed our careers to become the primary lens through which we view our value as human beings. Biologically, burnout is what happens when your body's alarm system breaks. When you encounter a deadline, your body releases cortisol and adrenaline, the fight or flight hormones. This is fine for short bursts, but when you are in a high-pressure environment for months or years, your body stays in a state of high alert. This constant flood of stress hormones eventually desensitizes your brain's receptors. Your prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain that handles decision-making and emotional regulation, begins to thin, while your amygdala, the fear center, becomes hyper-reactive. This is why, when you're burnt out, even a small email can feel like a life-threatening attack. You aren't overreacting. Your brain is physically losing its ability to distinguish between a workplace task and a survival threat. You are a biological system that was never designed to be always on. The deepest root of burnout is often an identity crisis. In modern society, the first question we ask someone is, "What do you do?" We have been conditioned to believe that our work is our identity. This creates a dangerous psychological dependency. If you are your job, then any criticism at work is a criticism of your soul. Any failure at work is a failure of your existence. This is the indispensability myth, the belief that the world will stop turning if you stop working. We use our busyness as a badge of honor to hide our inner emptiness. We stay late not just because the work needs to be done, but because we don't know who we are when the laptop is closed. Burnout is the inevitable result of trying to find a permanent sense of self in a temporary, replaceable role. Psychologists have found that burnout isn't just caused by too much work, it's caused by a lack of agency. You can work 80 hours a week on something you love and feel energized, but work 40 hours a week in a system where you have no control, no support, and no why, and you will burn out instantly. This is the learned helplessness of the modern office. When you feel that your effort doesn't change the outcome, or that you are just a cog in a machine that doesn't care about your input, your brain begins to shut down to protect itself. This leaden feeling of cynicism is actually a defense mechanism. Your mind is trying to distance itself from a situation that it perceives as hopeless. Burnout is the sound of your spirit saying, "I give up because my effort doesn't matter here." There is a specific type of burnout called compassion fatigue, which hit those in the 25 to 44 age group especially hard as they move into leadership or caregiving roles. If you are a helper, someone who takes pride in supporting your team, your clients, or your family, you are at high risk. You are constantly pouring from an empty cup. You feel a moral injury when the demands of your job force you to compromise your values or neglect your own needs to satisfy a corporate goal. This creates an internal fracture. You feel guilty when you work and guilty when you don't. This chronic guilt is the fuel that keeps the burnout fire alive. You are burning yourself as fuel to keep everyone else warm, forgetting that eventually you will simply turn to ash. Recovery from burnout is not a vacation. It is a renovation of your life's boundaries. It starts with the radical acceptance that you are replaceable at work, but irreplaceable at home. You have to learn to disappoint people. If you never say no, your yes has no value. We must practice cognitive reframing, shifting the goal from being the best to being sustainable. This involves setting hard off times and sticking to them, even when the guilt kicks in. You have to retrain your nervous system to understand that being unavailable is not a crime. It also requires finding non-contingent joy, activities and hobbies that have absolutely nothing to do with your career or your performance. You need spaces in your life where you are allowed to be mediocre, where there is no KPI, and where the only goal is to simply exist. Burnout is a harsh teacher, but it often brings a vital message. The path you are on is no longer serving your soul. It is an invitation to redefine what a successful life actually looks like. Success isn't a title on a LinkedIn profile or a number in a bank account if the price you paid was your mental health and your joy. As you move forward, remember that your value was decided the day you were born. It has nothing to do with your productivity. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to be just okay. And you are allowed to walk away from things that no longer deserve your energy. The world doesn't need more burnt-out heroes. It needs more whole, healthy human beings. Be brave enough to be one of them. Thank you for watching this deep dive into the reality of workplace burnout. If you felt like I was describing your life today, please know that you aren't alone and you aren't failing. You're just human. If this video gave you a moment of clarity, consider subscribing and sharing it with a friend who might be running on empty. I'd love to hear in the comments, what is one boundary you're going to set for yourself this week? Let's support each other in reclaiming our lives from the grind. Take a breath, close your tabs, and remember, the work will be there tomorrow, but your health is a one-time gift. See you in the next one.